Good morning, everybody. How are you doing today? I hope you're all doing well. I'm so happy that you're joining me here today for the first day of Knitmas. Um, I have been wanting to do something like this since I started my channel. I don't know if you guys have watched some of my older videos. I actually did the 12 Days of Knitmas as one of my first video series when I first started my channel. And they're like tutorials, they're stitch tutorials. But this year, doing something live and connecting with you guys is just something I've always wanted to do and so excited about it. Let me explain it a little bit before we get into it, and then I'll welcome you all in. I am so happy you're here. What I'm going to be doing are 12 shows before Christmas, every other day. I don't think I can do it every day. So every other day, there will be a show. Most of them are at kind of at the same time, but on Sundays, they will be a little bit later because I do have church on Sunday mornings. But it's every other day, and it will end on December the 23rd. And during those shows, every day I have a different co-host. So today we have a special co-host. I'm excited to bring her up here in a minute. I'm going to explain a little bit more, and then I'm going to bring her up. But also some things we're going to be doing here for the 12 Days of Knitmas. I'm going to have whips I'm going to share with you because for my focus for the rest of the year, I am starting a new project today. It's an Advent project. I'm going to talk about Advent projects. There's like several that I've told you about before that I'm starting to follow. The first clue came out on one of them that I am going to be making. That's going to be my only new project for December. I have to make myself behave. So I'm hoping that will be it. Because the rest of the time, I have 11 whips that I need to finish. So I'm going to be focusing on some whips. I finished a whip 2 days ago. This is going to be my first whip of the 12 Days of Knitmas. I also have some beautiful free patterns that I'm going to be sharing with you guys, kind of like the 12 patterns of Knitmas. They're not all knitting. I do have some crochet patterns as well thrown in here for all of you guys, because I know a lot of you guys are crocheters as well, and a lot of you guys do both, and it's good to do both. So I have those patterns thrown in, and I think we're going to have a lot of time for chit chat with my co-host, and she's going to be sharing things with us that, you guys can ask questions, ask us both questions, and then we'll just kind of talk a little bit about maybe some Christmas things or whatever is going on with that person's channel. So I want to go ahead and share my co-host with you guys. I'm going to bring her up. Today we have the beautiful and talented Ursula Wood, and she is of OM Grady Square, and I'm so happy to have her here. Let me bring her up. Good morning.
Hello, how are you? Welcome. Hello to all in the chat. I'm so glad to be here.
Oh, I'm so glad to have you here. You're my first friend of Nitmus, and so excited that you're participating in this crazy idea of mine. But, you know, it's about having some
It's a great
fun.
idea. And I
Oh,
love
thank
the
you.
background. It really sets the stage for Christmas. We're getting ready. So that's good.
Yes, I mean, if you really look at the dates, it's going to be here in 24 days. And if you're doing your Christmas knitting or crocheting, it's time to get busy because the days are ticking off and we're all
It's
really
nearly
busy.
too late.
I
It's nearly
know.
too late.
It really is. And so if you're working on those projects, you need to let your fingers fly because it is getting down to the last wire, really. Let's see, today, let's go ahead and welcome some people in. And then, like I said in the intro, I have a few things to share, but I do want to spend a lot of time just chit-chatting with you. We've never really had a chance to chit-chat one-on-one. So I'm looking forward to, you know, learning a little bit more about what your plans are for your channel, what you're going to be doing for Christmas and for next year and all of that. But let's see, this morning we have Zara here. Good morning, Zara. And also, if you guys, I have Ursula's channel pinned at the top. Please go check out her channel if you don't already have her. She has amazing crochet patterns and tutorials, and she has wonderful lives. So please go check out her channel and join. We have Teresa here. Good morning, Teresa, and Rachel, and
Hello, hello.
Jasnika. Good morning, and then we have, of course, you. Good morning, and
surround sound.
Yeah, right. We have my beautiful friend Mary Beth, Monty Boy. She's supposed to be actually, she's dedicated. She told me she's got to be doing some dog walking at 10 o'clock, but she crocheted herself a pouch for her phone so she can listen to this as she's walking her dogs. So
Ooh.
I thought that was really dedicated. Good morning. We're very glad to have you here. Melanie's here. Good morning, Melanie. I love your little cookie monster. That's so cute. Um, and everybody's saying good morning to each other. We have Donna here. Good morning, Donna. Hope you're doing well. And Pam. Hi, Pam. She's lurking while working. We won't tell. Glad that you're here. We have Karen here. Karen Y. Good morning, Karen. And Karen is also lurking and working. But hey, I'm glad that they're here. We can just don't tell the boss, right?
Yes, we love the lurkers. We
Exactly.
appreciate them. So they're listening with one ear.
Exactly. I do a lot of that myself. I've got my hands usually in some yarn or something.
Absolutely.
We have Lisa here. Good morning, Lisa. Lady Bird Loves. How are you guys doing? Oh, and let me mention as well, a lot of you guys that are members of my members group, you are moderators. I don't think I've ever said that on a live. So if you are a member of my group, you should see the blue dress. I think that's what you call it, right? Beside your
the
name.
range.
Exactly. And if you need to drop a link, or if you have something coming up, feel free to do so. I don't think I've ever said that. I've ever welcomed people to do that. But please do, share with us that we're here. We're a good community. We want to know what's going on.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Oh, of course.
It's great when you actually say it, that those who are members can, when we come to your channel, we have the liberty to say what's going on in our channels. It's good if you actually say that. If anybody says that, because if I'm a member there, it gives me the boldness to do it, because we don't always want to do it, but.
Oh, I welcome it. Like I said, I don't think I've ever said it, but I do welcome it, because I cannot keep up with everything that I want to. So if you have something going on, please bring it to my attention, everybody's attention. We want to support each other. We're, a very close, friendly community. And so I think it's, important to do that. We have Teresa here. Good morning, Teresa. How are you doing? It's good to see you here. She's saying hello from Alabama. We have Hooked by Suze. Good morning. And we have Autumn. Good morning, Autumn. It's nice to have you here. She's not a knitter yet, but she got her first Chia Goose circular needle to learn. Ooh. That's awesome. Those are my favorite, actually. Those are my favorite knitting needles. So that's a good choice to choose to start. And like I said, I'm going to be sharing some crochet stuff as well. So it's not all about, it's easier to say Knitmas than crochet-mas. Maybe not crochet.
That might not sound like a good thing.
So I just make it easier for me to say, but I will have some crochet stuff as well. Let's see. Good morning, Carrie. How are you doing? This is my beautiful friend, Carrie Alfieri from Canada. How are you doing today? She's got her bunny. She's a bunny mom. She's got like 3 bunnies. We have
for a moment I heard wrong. I thought you said she's a funny mom, and I'm like, she's a funny mom. That's good.
Well, she's
got a funny mom.
Yeah, she's got 3 beautiful rabbits and also a child, but she's also about her bunnies as well.
Fur family.
Exactly. Well. Her fur babies.
Yes.
We have Kaylina here. Good morning, Kaylina from My Own Utopia. Welcome. And we have Verna. Good morning, Verna. And Ursula, make sure that's her Facebook group. Make sure you guys take a look at that.
I think Zara asked for it. So that's why I've got her name in there. She asked me to drop it. So,
yeah, no, I think that's good. I like that. It's good to share that. Let's see. This is DG. Good morning. How are you doing? What a beautiful picture you had there, the mosaic. That's beautiful. We have,
I love that.
Yeah, me too. It's really good look. We have beautiful Granny D here. How are you doing this morning? It's so nice to have you here.
Granny D, I want to go. Woo!
I know, me too. Just love her. She's so sweet to everybody. Amazing. We have Angel here, Angel Stover. Good morning. What a beautiful cat. I'm all
Hello,
into the
Angel.
pictures. Let's see. Everybody's saying good morning, which is awesome. Let's see if I missed anybody yet. We have Dorit here. Dorit's joining us from Israel. Good morning, Dorit.
Wow.
And we have Demetra, excuse me. I'm from Canada. She's joining us this morning. Let's see. Angel's asking, how do you make yourself behave? She has a poncho, headbands, and 2 hats. Well, I'm making myself behave because I have all of the projects that I need to do, like out on my bar stools, which is kind of messy. But I'm staring at them every day as I walk by, which kind of aggravates me. But I'm like, I've got to finish them because I did have them in my room and out of sight, out of mind. So I kind of have them right there, and I got to. That's making me do them. So that's how I'm trying to make
How
myself
many bar
behave.
stools do you
I
have?
have,
How
I
many
have
bar
three.
stools do you have?
I have 3 bar stools, but and 2 of them have bags, but the bags have like several projects in there.
Wow.
See what I mean? See what I mean? So like they had like maybe 3 projects in each bag. And then I have 2 projects over here on the side of me. No, 3 that are whips. There's still, and I finished one, so that's 9, 10. There's one. Oh, I know what it is.
Woo!
It's really, really big. I can't put that one at a bar stool. So it's a big whip, but I do hope to finish it because it's been a whip for 5 years, and I've just let it sit there. It only has 4 rows left to do too. They're very long rows, but 5 years and I haven't done 4 rows. I need to be a little bit better, right? How about you, Ursula? Aren't you one of those people that do one project at a time, or do you have several projects going on?
Several, like in two,
2?
maybe three. Three is max. And if I say 3, that includes a year-long project, which would be a temperature blanket, which I work on a
Mhm.
Saturday or Sunday. So I cannot possibly finish that. You've got to do it weekly, So that's then number 3. The other 2 is there. It bugs me. It bugs me if it's not done, which is why I can't just have them all over.
That's
So
really, really dedicated. I wish I had that problem.
no, it's it's got nothing to do with medication. No. It's it could have gone the other way, the pendulum could have swung the other way, and it could have been whips, and it was like that so many years ago. And then I just thought, no, I purged and gave away about 4 black bags of yarn, everything that wasn't double knit, and just
Wow.
stuck to double knit. And the feeling after you've purged, and this week I've purged my clothing cupboard, my daughter's clothing cupboard, my book stash. So it just has such a great feeling of relief, actually. So yes, so it's a
Oh,
good
that's
feeling.
it is a good feeling. You're absolutely right. I mean, if you know me earlier, I was like, I'm going to get my yarn room organized, and I had a bunch of giveaways, and I started cleaning things out, and it was looking really, really great. But then I started thinking about Christmas, so I bought all this stuff for this. So I've still got to work on it, but I do have a plan. I have a better plan. So next year, I think it's going to finally come into place. I have cleaned a lot, but I'm not as good as you. I need to be more like you because
You must do
I
what Denzel Washington says. He says to this guy that is helping in this movie, The Equalizer, which is my favorite movie, he says, progress, not perfection. So just make a
ah
little bit of progress, little progress. Because this guy felt so bad that he's not getting it right. And he says, progress, not perfection.
that's good.
So
That's a good motto to have for sure. Because I think it gets over a little overwhelming as well, but I'm going to get
I think
there.
ask
And
yourself, this is now December. Ask yourself, am I better this Christmas than I was last Christmas? If you're a little bit better, it's great. For instance, weight. Now you don't have that problem. But I ask myself, do I weigh the same as last year or less? If I weigh the same, to me, that's success because I haven't picked up weight in a
right,
whole year. whole year of 365 days of eating chocolates or whatever I could have eaten wrong or whatever, I weigh the same, that's success. So,
Absolutely. I totally agree with that for sure.
yes. So it depends on how you measure it. So
I need a different measuring stick. That's it. That's a good one. Let's see who else has joined us this morning. Karen is here. Karen Young. It's nice. Oh, she's joining us from Singapore. Well, oh,
woo,
welcome. It's nice
lovely.
to have you here. Thank you for joining us. I can't imagine what the time difference would be there, but we're happy to have you here. Oh, here we go. She's saying it's 23:36. So that's
Oh,
almost
that's
midnight.
late.
Yeah, almost midnight. So she's a night owl, and we're happy that you're joining us. I'm a night owl too, which is why my email is knit by moonbeams. Before I started doing YouTube, I was always kind of knitting late at night. You're a night owl too?
Yes, me too.
I can always get a lot more done. I think I get too distracted during the morning and not awake enough. So let's see. Oh, Deborah's here. Good morning, Deborah. How are you doing? I want to say good morning, a special welcome. Deborah is one of my new members as well. Thank you for joining my members group. I really do appreciate that.
Ooh, lovely.
Yeah, she
Welcome
joined.
in.
I think since the last time I had one of my lives. So here, let me do this for Deborah. Say thank you very much. I appreciate
Ooh,
that.
I love that. Little Snoopy.
My little Snoopy dance. I'm a big Snoopy fan. So let's see. Granny D is saying that she's busy on her second Santa hat since the one she just finished a couple of weeks ago got misplaced in the great yarn cleanup. Oh no.
No, but think about Granny D is now a classic example. Granny D, how many years have you been overwhelmed by yarn and whips, and not even whips, UFOs? And here is Christmas 2021, and you're sorted out. You're a fiber artist with a yarn studio. Put on that badge. So you never know. It can happen like this. Sometimes it's not the big plans. It's the you wake up and you say, this is the day. It's been mulling and mulling. Now it's going to happen.
Absolutely.
It gets born. It's like it gets born, hey?
Absolutely. Well, like what you were
Yeah.
saying is kind of like how I've been doing it a little bit lately. Just with having a little bit of a back disability, I'm not able to do as much as I want to do with just physically, but a little bit by little bit. That's kind of how I do my house. Like, I kind of one day I work on the kitchen. Next day I kind of work in the den, living room. Next day I work in the bedrooms, bathrooms. I
Yes.
can't do it all. And I would love to do it all in one day and be done with
Yes.
it. But I
Yes.
can't. So I have to do a little bit every day. And then you start all over again because, the thing you did a few days ago is dirty.
Listen, when I was a young mom at home, I read a thing that said in the UK, now it's nothing to do with the UK, I'm sure it's all over. One of the highest things that leads to depression is being a housewife, because you have to, the repetitiveness of doing the house chores, you've done it. And I know, because I used to sort of race through things to sort of buy myself an hour or 2 or 3 to be able to sit and relax and do something. And then it's like the clock strikes 12. And whatever you've worked for is gone. Or you've rushed and you just didn't make it.
Right.
And you've just got to start over. So it is incredibly depressing, So yes, with challenges, we must be kinder to ourselves than the rest out there who have all their abilities and can do everything. So
absolutely. I want to say a special good morning to Charlene. Charlene, I know has not been feeling well. We're glad to have you here. So it's very, very good to see you, my friend. I hope she's doing better. Jessica is also joining us. Good morning, Jessica. It's nice to have you here. And Sarah, hi. Oh, is this your daughter? This is your daughter.
Yeah, she's sitting right across. If I look below you through the ring light, I see her. I like,
oh, thank you for joining Jessica with your mom. It's so nice to have you here. And we have Sarah And Peggy is here. Good morning, Peggy. Peggy's joining us from Maine. Um, help me pronounce his name. Shedika? Shedika. Is that
Shatika
right?
Woods. Shatika
Shedika
Woods. I
Woods.
would say Shatika Woods.
Good morning. It's nice to have you here.
I wouldn't know if it's right because, I mean, English is not my first language. I would just say Shatika Woods.
I love having her here. And then we have Maribel is here. Good morning, Maribel. She's saying good morning.
Ooh.
And we have Anvita is joining us here this morning from India.
Wow. Wow, wow.
We got a whole wide audience this morning. It's
a crowd.
A crowd. And we have Hannah
A
also
crowd
joining
of
us.
47 people. Wow.
Wow, that's awesome.
We just need a few more thumbs. We just need a few more thumbs.
Aw,
Lovely.
thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. We have Hannah joining us from Austria.
Hello, hello.
And then we have Barbara Riggle Baker, is joining us from Kentucky. And my beautiful friend Barb, the Naughty Yarnies, is joining us from Canada. So nice to see you, my sweet friend.
Hello, hello.
And we have Natalie's joining us, Silver Wings 1268. She's from the UK. Hi. Oh, you don't have to apologize for being late. It's, thanks for joining us. We're glad that you're here and we can spend a little time with us. We have Jackie joining us this morning. Good morning, Jackie. And we have Dory Did It. Good morning. She's from Virginia.
Oh, I love Dory. I love Dory.
I know. Look at that.
I've watched that movie so many times.
That's what her picture is as well. Look at that. It's so cute.
Yeah, I saw. Dory did it.
Dory did it. We have Marie. Good morning, Marie. She says she can't stay. She has doctor appointments, but she'll watch later. And she got a notice that she has mail in her box. Aw, you're welcome. It's good to see you. Welcome. Good to have you here. I hope you're feeling better. And your son as well. Denise. Good morning, Denise. And let's see. I'm trying to make sure I say hello to everybody. We have Angie here. Good morning, Angie. Nana Michelle. Good morning, Nana Michelle. It's nice to have you here. All right. Let's see. Carrie is saying she has about 6 whips going at least. She's like me. We're the whip queens. Since we're talking about whips for just a minute, and I said I was going to be sharing whips. Okay, so you guys know I have 11. So I actually really have 10 because I finished one. And that's going to be my goal with some of these. And I want to share this because this is a crochet pattern. I always share knitted patterns. This is a crochet shawl.
Do you want to solo yourself?
Do you want to? No, but I will. I don't really like to solo myself. But
you can hide behind the shawl. Oh, that's beautiful.
Thank you.
That's beautiful.
It's a very
white. That could be a bridal shawl,
It's got beads. I don't know if you guys can see the beads, but
yes,
it's got beads
I can see it
all the way throughout.
Oh my goodness, that's beautiful.
Thank you. I started
in white. That could be bridal.
Yeah, it really could. It's Eternal Flame by Lily Go. All of the links for the pattern is in the show notes down below. But this is a crochet beaded shawl, and I started it in July, and I finished it a couple of days ago.
It's beautiful.
Thank you. I should have finished it a lot sooner, but I struggle with crochet, actually.
No, man, you finished at the right time. You finished at the right time. You did.
I know I struggle with it. I know I'm a little bit easier with the knitting, and that's one of my goals for next year is to focus a little bit more on some crochet because I don't want to lose it. I don't want to lose the ability to do it. And I really was like, how do I even turn? I was like, I can't even remember what do I do? Do I crochet up and then turn? Or, I couldn't even remember. It had been too many years. But to be
honest, it doesn't matter. Some people, I prefer to crochet up one and then turn. Patterns usually tell you to turn and then go up because the up is part of the next row. It doesn't matter. It's one of those things that doesn't matter.
It doesn't really matter. I was thinking it mattered because like the edges.
It doesn't change the look. It shouldn't change the look. whether you turn first and then up or up and then turn.
Okay,
I've
that's
never
good to
come
know.
across something where it matters. I've never come across something where it matters. So,
Well, that's good to know because I've always thinking that it mattered. Oh, we have a few more new people joining us. We have Valerie joining us. Good morning, Valerie, stitching blind. And we have Proverbs 31 Yarn. I'm not really remembering your name, but I talked to you in the chats. Do you know her name
neither do
offhand?
I, and I always say hello. So,
Good
we're on
morning.
the same page.
Let us know your first name if you want to in the chat. We are happy that you're here. I'm so sorry. My memory is kapooty put. It's really bad. Let's see.
That's
Everybody's saying
Dory. That's Dory. That's why it's good that Dory did it. If Dory can, we can.
absolutely, absolutely. And she's saying, thank you so much, Dory. I appreciate that. She's saying she loves the shawls with the beadwork. I really was looking for a crochet shawl with the beads, so that's kind of why I wanted to do that one.
Proverbs is Jeannie. Proverbs is Jeannie, she says. Her name is Jeannie.
Oh, Jeannie. I'm gonna write that
Yes.
down so that I can remember that. I think that's what I used to do in school is write something down and thank
Oh,
you for
yes,
letting us know
didn't
that.
we? Wrote everything down. Oh,
Absolutely. Let's see. Charlene is saying she has a lot of whips, but it made her anxious. So she now only does one at a time. She needs to destash
exactly.
some clothing and house stuff. And she's from South Carolina.
Yes, that's exactly why. So it's not like I'm disciplined. It's bugging me. So that's why. Oh, it keeps me up.
I wish I had that problem. I mean, seriously, I could just cast on, and I'm so bad that if I've got things cast on like all year long, like if I didn't have a needle, I'll just buy a new needle and get cast on. You know, some people would finish the project so that you could have the needle. Nah, I just buy a new needle.
You know how we say we do a Linda, right?
Mm-hmm.
Linda Simpson, those who don't know, it's Linda Simpson, and she's very organized, and she'll wake up today and say today she'll only spend time on this project, and then tomorrow only on that project, and so she can have about how many whips? 7 whips, 6 whips, and she'll make progress, and she'll actually finish them. So now we jokingly say we do a Linda and we have a Jessica. So you can cast on, and if you have a Jessica, you give it to her to finish. So you need a Jessica.
I need a Jessica. Definitely. I don't have a daughter. I have a son and he has no interest in any of this stuff at all. You know, if you give him something, he's like, oh, great. Thanks. I appreciate that. Let's see. We have Debbie Crochet. Good morning saying good morning from Ontario, Canada. And Stacy she's asking her, why is her account not showing up in chat? I am not sure.
Normal account. Why is my normal account? What is your normal account?
Isn't it Stacy B? I think so.
Are you signed in through Google? Because usually you go to your little if this is the screen, you go to on the top right is your avatar. So you click on it and then it will say choose an account or switch account, and then you just log in. You just click the one that you want, which is either, like for me, OM Granny Square or my name. So I think there you go. Try that. Try. So
absolutely. Thank you. I appreciate that. And if that doesn't work, email me, Stacy. We'll see if we can figure this out. I mean, I'm not sure.
Well, she's not blocked. She's not blocked because she's showing up, you know?
Right.
But because she said that, maybe you can check afterwards in your blocked thingies whether her normal account is blocked.
I don't think I've ever blocked anybody, but I've never blocked anybody, but I might have.
When I go to Yarn Geek, I often, my own Granny Square, it says, and I know it's not Yarn Geek Ginger, but it's like Google. It says, yeah, the owner of this channel has timed you out or whatever, or block or whatever, something like that. And it often happens. So, and I think it's a Google thing. So I often have to chop and change between OM Granny Square and Ursula. I'm Granny, but because I want to be there, don't want to miss out. I don't mind swapping, but I don't know why that happens. It's just a phenomenon. So
I'll double check
but
that too, because maybe
yes,
I have been doing permissions lately, making sure that I've had, maybe I put it in by mistake. I certainly didn't do it intentionally because I've never blocked anybody. So, but if
yeah.
I will double check
I've
that
only
for
got
you.
trolls that are blocked. And I've been hit by a troll train, so I've got a long list of trolls that are blocked.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Let's see. I do want to get to some points. I still want to say hello and answer some of the chat. Says Barb is saying she has a lot of whips in both knit and crochet. She's always working a little on everything. She likes variety in her crafting.
Yes, great.
This
Great
lady
stuff.
does have a lot of whips. I watched her shows, and she's like a Linda with a turbo boost button for sure. I don't know how. I
That's
wish I had a turbo boost. I think I was born without one, but I wish I had one. And Vita, thank you so much. She gave me a super chat.
Super.
Thank you.
Super.
Let's do a thank you because I have
Woo!
Thank you,
Thank you, Anvita, for a blessing.
Very much a blessing. Thank you so much. That's very, very sweet. Let's see. Carrie saying she cannot do much either. Oh, here we go. This might help. Stacy, it is the account you're signed into YouTube with right now.
Yes, that's how it is. That's why you can switch.
Yeah.
That's why when you go to your little icon, you click on it and it should say, if I click on mine right now, it would say OM Granny Square, and I can go 1, 2, 3. It's your channel, purchases and memberships, YouTube Studio, Switch account. So the fourth one, you go to that one and it will say Switch account, and then you should be able to switch. Just saying. There you go.
That's good advice. It's good for all of us to hear that because I mean I do have two. I have my personal and then the Knitting TurnPike, so I can switch as well. It's good from a good reminder.
Household accounts. So that means you can give me 2 thumbs up when you visit.
Absolutely, and I do subscribe to people like that. I do have 2 subscriptions to people that I love. Yeah, I do that for sure. I may not watch all the videos in both, but yeah, for sure. Let's see. Linda, good morning, Linda. It's nice to have you here. It's always good to see Linda. Angel is saying Granny D is on fire. Woohoo. And she's saying that she loves your positive attitude, Ursula. I do too.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, you do have a wonderful attitude. That's why your lives are so good. It says, you you make everybody feel welcome and give a little bit of positive every day. I like that. She does a little bit every day too. She has 3 kids. What is clean sometimes? Make time for yourself. I love that. I tell you, it's a little bit easier to not worry about it so much with the COVID because you don't have people coming over as much. But it really does get on my nerves. Like my husband was kind of.
Your own morale. It's your morale. You need to lift your. Do I say it right in English? In Afrikaans, we say morale. How do you pronounce it in English?
Morale. I say morale, but I'm Southern.
Morale.
So.
Morale. Okay, morale. So even if people don't come over to visit, it's like getting out of bed and washing your hair. Why? Because you have self-respect. Whether someone's coming over or not. And if you're feeling sick and you wash your hair and it's day 2 already, you feel better. Why? Because you're clean, you smell nice, you whatever. So that's why you do it. Not for other people's, because you keep your morale up. That's why you do things for yourself. I don't call it me time. I call it recharge. If I recharge, it is one of the best things you can do as a mommy is to have that little bit of selfishness and recharge, because that makes you be a better mom, better wife, better daughter, better whatever. So otherwise,
I agree 1000%. Absolutely. Amen. What she said. That's perfect. I love that. Let's see. Dory is saying, oh, Granny D can now spend the next year finding your stuff since she reorganized everything.
That's true.
I've done that. Where did I put it? I organized it now. I don't know where I stashed it. Let's see. Kalena's 100% agree. Being a home mom is very hard. Yes, she has 3 children. It's my kid's grown, but yeah, having smaller children, it's definitely a lot of work, but it's worth it. It's worth it. So, let's see. Let me tell you what. I'm going to pause here. I think there's still some more people. Welcome in to the new people. I'm not trying to ignore you. We will get to you, but I want to talk a little bit about Christmas stuff. I've been, we're kind of got a Christmas theme going here. I had shared some Advent patterns. Have you ever done an Advent pattern, Ursula?
I'm actually doing a knit lace shawl test. First time ever. I've never done anything, bought an Advent calendar thingy, never been tempted to, didn't even know what it was until this year. So it's on my list for next year. So yes.
I shared, I gave away some patterns, some Advent patterns. One was a knit and one was a crochet. They're both actually starting today. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to, for the replay, for those of you who were not able to attend the live, or for those of you who are here today, and want to, after the video is over, go down in the comments, just make a comment down below this video. I'm going to give away one of the knit patterns and one of the crochet patterns on the next time I do my live, which will be on the 3rd. So you have a couple of days to get this in a comment in. The Advent calendar stole is the knit pattern. It just, like I said, it just started today. It looks like this is just the front page. It has an angel on it.
Beautiful.
And let me show you what she kind of does, because I knitted this. This is her 6th annual. This is Bridget Koch's pattern. And this is kind of what they all look like. They're usually Koch, K-O-K. Did I say that right? K-O-K, Bridget Koch.
Is that how you say it?
That's how I say it.
Okay. Okay, no.
If I mispronounce Bridget's name, I apologize so much.
No, I've never heard of it. I mean, you say Bridget Koch. I'm like Koch's, like Coca-Cola. Are you?
It's K-O-K, and the links to the patterns down in the show notes. If you want to go check it out before you enter, and to make sure that's something you want to win. But this was last year's pattern, and it makes a rectangular stole, as you can see.
Lovely.
And each one of these are like every day or every clue, you get a clue. I think there's 12 clues, which ties into my 12 days of Knitmas. But each clue has its own little,
that's beautiful.
And then you have the interlude, which is the beaded part in between each clue. And then you have the next clue. That would be the next clue. And then the interlude. And then you have the next clue, which I might be squinching it up too much, but like the next clue there.
Oh, that's beautiful. No, I can perfectly see. It's beautiful. That's beautiful.
And that's kind of what she does every year. So that's going to be similar. You get, each clue will be a different type of a lace pattern. And then you have this stole at the end. And there's beads on both ends. There's beaded picot bead bind off. So for the replay, if you guys are interested in winning this pattern, please, the first clue just came out today, and the first clue is called anchors. So put the word anchors down below, ANCHORS, anchors. That's the first Advent pattern I mentioned. And the second one is a crochet Advent pattern. This is the Amigurumi Advent 2021 pattern. This is the start page of it. And it is by, I got to read the names. I'll get the names wrong if I'm not careful. This is Eliara Kalari and Irene Strange are making this pattern. This has 25 clues. Now, the first clue has already come. It came out before it started. It just started today. And the first clue, this is all inspired by nature, and it's all a different little amigurumi pattern every day. The first clue was this. I'm going to give you a spoiler. Now my printer's running out of ink, but it looks like this. It's a log.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And then, so that was the pre-clue. That was the first one. That was before everything got started. And then today, the first clue came out, and it is this cute little robin that you're going to be making for the
Oh,
clothes.
that's so sweet.
Yes, and
That's
he's got
funny.
little, yeah, look how little feet he's got. Well, they can't be too big because you're going to be doing a, whoops, don't want to show the pattern. You're going to be
Beautiful.
doing, 24 of these. So, that this is the other pattern I'm going to give away on the replay. And for this one, we will use the word robin, since that's the first day. R-O-B-I-N.
Yeah. R-O-B-I-N. Yes, I wanted to ask. Yes.
R-O-B-I-N, robin. That's the first one, was a chirpy robin. And there'll be 24 of these little patterns that correspond to nature. So again, that's all in the replay. Anybody that's here, please come back and put a comment down below this video. And like I said, I'll pick the winners on the 3rd of this that's going on. And but then we also have another little special thing happening towards the end of this show. So I hope if you can stick around, that you continue to that you will. There's another in the show notes. There's another Advent pattern that I shared. This is the 2021 Advent knit along. This is a knit along, but it's based on Shetland lace. It's a little bit simpler. It's not quite as advanced as the Bridget Koch pattern, and it is a free. I think it's a free pattern. It's Shetland lace. It's like a scarf of Shetland lace. You only need like about 440 yards of DK weight yarn. So that's also in the show notes as well. And I think I'm kind of a sucker for Advent patterns. I didn't used to knit them, but a couple of years ago I started, and now every year I'm kind of like looking for them and excited about them. And, have you ever bought like an Advent yarn package either?
Never. I've never, and as I said, Advent to me is foreign.
Mm-hmm.
Now with the Advent calendars, and I had to Google it to find out what it was. And then I thought, okay, well, I would love to do that, because I think that is quite a nice thing to do, because you're doing it with so many people, and it's like a surprise every day. And now I listen to you and I'm thinking, so let me ask this question. You say you love Advent calendars now, so now it comes to my mind, it must be because, do you cast on and you follow along and you finish?
I think what it is for me, this is the kind of person I am. I'm very easily distracted. So it's like, I get like a clue, and then the next day I get a new clue. I'm one of those people, like, I have a hard time knitting garter stitch. I have a hard time doing just something that's the same stitch over and over. Like if it's all double crochet, oh my God, that's going to be so hard for me to sit there and do. I need something that's a little bit, the different stitches, or maybe doing something on the wrong side that's a little bit different than the right side. Otherwise, I've even fallen asleep knitting garter stitch. Like
oh my goodness.
I know, it's really bad. I'm really bad.
So tell me now, if that is the case, then how do you, so so what it sounds to me like is you're doing things that's interesting. Knitting or crochet, it's interesting. It's got to interest you. So exactly. How do you listen to a movie or listen to an audio book while you're doing that? You don't, or do you?
I can. No, I can.
I definitely can't.
I listen more than I watch. Like if there is a movie going on and I might be working on something while Brian and I are trying to watch a movie, I won't see half of it, and he will. But and then we'll watch it again later on or the next year, and I'm like, I've never seen this, and he's like, yeah, we watched it, and I'm thinking, oh, I probably was deep into some project and I didn't pay attention, but I don't really watch a lot of TV. I will listen. I listen to the YouTube videos. If something sounds interesting, I will look up and definitely pay attention. But most of the time I do have my head into something that I'm working on, if I'm being honest.
Well, no. Nothing wrong with being honest. We're all different. We're all different.
And I hate that I wish I could be more like, just let it unstress me and relax me, because that's a great part of crochet and knitting, is the stress reliever of it. But I guess I get maybe too relaxed, because like I said, I've fallen
You
asleep
can
many
fall
times.
asleep. If you can fall asleep. Listen, today is, what day is today?
December the 1st, Wednesday.
It's Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
Monday, a week ago, I fell, and I could not crochet or knit or work with any new thing until Monday night, Tuesday morning,
Oh
which
my
is
goodness.
yesterday. For those full 7-8 days, to me it was like it felt like detention. So now I've started, and just looking at double crochets, and I'm like, I wish I could do you. I wish I could just be double crocheting. And I just realized how much it is. I think other people smoke. I crochet. It's doing the same thing. Sucking on that little cancer stick. It's the same thing. Same old action. But it distresses me. So I was so glad I could.
And it's also something about the feel of the yarn going through your fingers, the sensing of the.
So many of us who crochet and knit are sensory. I've so many times heard people say, I like to feel this. When I go to the shop, I want to feel the yarn it must feel this. It's not just looking at it. That's why online shopping is different. You've got to feel
it. Really is. It really is. Sorry if I hit the microphone there. We're talking a little bit about Advent. I've never bought an Advent yarn set, but this year I bought an Advent yarn set. The only reason why I was really interested in this is because it's called a Rosy Christmas. And you know how I love the pinks. You love pinks.
I love roses and pinks.
Yeah. So when I saw that this Advent yarn set was called a Rosy Christmas, this was made by Swoon Fibers, and the link to her shop is down below. But I bought it. And this, again, is something I've never done, but this is how it came. I'm going to share the first two because there's 25 packages in here. Here, let me show you. There's 25 little packages in here.
Oh, that looks like heaven.
So I'm going to open two today. Because there's 25. And we got 12 shows. So I do want to give a little bit of a mention about what kind of yarn this is.
That's a lovely name. Swoon something.
Swoon Fibers.
I'll also swoon at the side of those fibers.
Absolutely. It's a perfect name. It says these are bespeckled yarns in gentle tones with some goodies. They are numbered 1 through 24. This is a 10-gram Cali sock mini, which is 46 yards. It's a soft 75% superwash merino and 25% nylon. And then the final scheme, which is number 25, is 100 grams, which is 463 yards. Okay.
Wow.
So let's open the first two today and see what has in store for us. I thought we'd have a little fun here. If I can find the first two, there's so many in here.
And how do you know which is the first? Is it numbered?
Yes, this is okay. Like that. Each little package has a number on them. Here's number 1. And here's number 2.
Pretty.
So I'm going to open them a little bit every day, and we'll just see what happens here. All right. So let's open number 1. Let's see. I don't like to rip it. I'm going to cut the tape. It's too pretty to.
Don't cut the yarn.
This is actually just a little bag, as you can see. I'm excited to see what this looks like. I'm hoping it's something really like pink, like rose and pink. I hope that it starts off really good. Oh, wow. Okay. Look at this.
Oh, that's beautiful. It looks like little roses.
It does, what I mean? Little speckles.
Like a fabric. If I would imagine a summer's dress that it would look like, or a top, it would be like little roses.
It's got some little bit of a, let's see, it's mauve pink with some dark, look, it's got the dark burgundy. And let's see what she said here. Oh yeah, she's just giving us some more information on what I just said. And then there's also this cute little, look at this. It's a cute little charm. Here, the wrong way.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay, that was number 1. That's so pretty. And now, if I like all of these, I probably will do
Everybody loves
something.
it in the chat. They love it. And Linda's also here. Linda Simpson is here. Hello.
Oh, hi, Linda. Welcome in. We're going to be wrapping up before your show, and everybody. Linda has a show right after this. So, and Ursula
Linda
will
Simpson,
be over there.
Yes.
And make sure we send it her every way. Oh, okay. This is number 2. Ooh, it's got some gummy bears.
Oh, wow.
And here's the second yarn.
Neutrals. Ooh.
Yeah, it's got a.
So does it have a pattern with it or not? Sorry,
It does
I didn't.
not.
Maybe I missed. Not.
It does not have a pattern with it. So I was.
But it tells you how many meters in total, so that you can actually decide on a lace pattern and do it. Ooh, lovely.
And I do have in the show notes here. Maybe I should hold them side by side. I do have the show notes. There's a designer called Amba O'Brien, and she has a lot of patterns.
Yeah, they look like they follow on. You know, if you start something that they could, you know, match. Yeah. If you knit number 1 and then you knit number 2, and it's going to flow into. Yes, it's beautiful. Everybody in the chat loves it. Beautiful colors, lovely Gina, beautiful. I just love it.
Thank you.
Granny D loves the yummies, gummies.
I didn't make it. I just bought it, but I was like I said, I was excited to find one that I think that's my biggest fear always, that I just was a little nervous that they might give me a color that I wasn't that fond of, you know, because I'm not a big and I don't say this against anybody who loves this color, but I'm not a big orange or green person. I mean, I do like some of the darker greens, but so I've always been nervous that I would get like a bunch of yellows and greens and oranges, you know.
Rosemary's asking, what is the weight of the first skein?
The weight of it is a 10-gram skein of yarn.
Okay, and there's 25, so it's 250 grams in total.
There's 24 of the 10 grams, and then the last skein is 100 grams.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it's actually 200 grams.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kerry says you can always swap with a friend. But you know, the thing is, there's no color that I've yet to discover that I don't like. So.
And you know, I say that, you know, that I'm not. I have used orange recently, and I have enjoyed it. I used a bright acid green in that shawl I did for Stephen West, and I really loved that as well. So I'm hoping my color palette is expanding and not so pink, but I do love them still.
Another question. Stacy is asking if it's fingering or lace.
It's fingering.
Wait,
it's a sock yarn.
Right.
Yeah, it's a sock yarn.
I love it.
75% superwash merino, 25% nylon. And I'll open all the rest of them as we go along. And, you know, you never know. I might end up giving some away. You never know. Let's see. Let's get.
That's right.
Let's welcome a few more people. And we got Karen here from Australia. I'll kind of fly through the chat. I don't want to keep us too long. We have Marianne Abdullah.
No problem. That's why I just read some of the comments when you put things out, and they all love it. I just said they all love it because, you know, then one can skip past those. But
exactly. And I get, like I said, I before we started, I told you I kind of get really behind. So I'm trying to make sure we stay on track. And welcome in, Marianne. It's so nice to have you here. I just want to make sure I say hello to everybody. We have Denise here from Minnesota. Welcome. And Roseanne. And Marianne is saying that she's in Dubai. Wow. Awesome.
United
Arab Emirates, Dubai.
Yes.
She's differently abled. Can't say special needs. Don't feel special. It just hurts. Aw. You are special.
I know what that means. People mustn't say special needs, because I say that's special. I'd vote for ordinary any day of the week, every day of the week. Thank you. So.
We have Katia here. Good morning, Katia. She's here this morning.
Katie Berry, hello.
Yes. Welcome in. And let's see, everybody, you're right. I am way behind. Please forgive
No,
me.
no, no, no. It's just when you show things, comments jump because everybody's giving their opinion.
And we
So
have Cindy, the crocheter A. She's joining us from Canada. Hi, welcome in. And we have Melissa, Crochets with Love, saying good morning to us. Good morning, my sweet friend. And
it's good evening here by me. Time for 6 p.m.
Oh, Joanne is saying morning, darlings. I love that. And a little play on her last name there.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Okay, Angel is saying, it has a good comment. She's saying, how do you add the beads? I do have a video for that, but basically it's really simple. I just add them with a crochet hook. There's a lot of different ways you can add beads. How do you add beads, Ursula?
Literally the way you do. I have a thin crochet hook, and then I just put it on the thin crochet hook. It's like I think a 1.0 or a 0.5. 0.6. Sorry, my peanut gallery here says 0.6. 0.6 millimeter crochet hook, and I put it on, and then just get the stitch through, and then continue with my 4 millimeter hook or whatever. So
yeah, that's really the easiest way to do it. The other methods I've seen are not that easy, like using floss and thread or pre-stringing them.
It's preference, it's whatever someone's preference is. Because what I think is easy, someone else will say, oh, that is too much trouble, I'll just do it like that. Now what that and my differ. So yes.
Oh, here's a nice comment. I want to go back up one. And Vita is saying, Ursula, you always look perfect. How do you manage that? I agree.
Darling, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, is all I can say, because it's all beautiful. Up to the beholder.
Well, you look beautiful.
But thank you.
Let's see. Oh, Kaylina is like me too. Yay. We're the people that she's got extra projects as well. Thank you for joining me in the crazy little world I live in. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to. Oh, this is interesting.
Look, I must say, I agree. I can't have just one project. Agreed. But 2 or 3 is my max. Yeah.
Not 11.
So I can at least have a choice. Yeah.
I didn't know I had 11. I just was counting and I was like, I have 11. And then I have like 4 in queue that I kind of started, but not really gotten too far into. Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Let's see. Mary Ann is
there's
saying.
There's so many things out there that you could be into that's really bad. That this is top notch. Goody two shoes. You'll be counted as goody two shoes. You and I will be goody two shoes with what we're called bad. There's a lot of things we can get into that's really not good.
Yeah, maybe that's not the best word. Maybe it's not.
No, I just mean to say. What I'm saying is just.
Oh no, I know what I'm messing with you. I know that. Marianne is saying her sons are interested in crafting, but her daughter just wants to game. Because I guess I made the comment about my son's not that interested in it. That's very interesting. I love that. I love that your sons. But
many of us only get into the craft later in life, isn't it? So give them time. You don't know.
Absolutely. Let's share one more story, and then I have some questions for you. It says Pam has the best whip story. She came into possession of 4 yarn stashes due to the death of the crafter, and they all came with whips, and she's trying to figure out how to finish them.
Wow.
That is a wow. That would be a challenge for sure. Because, I mean, sometimes, you can't even, there's no pattern. You're not even sure where they were going with it. I
actually like that if there, and I think there might even be a company like that who finishes your whips But I would be like that. I mean, if I stayed close to you and you had whips and you couldn't get on top of it and you are someone who don't mind, I'd be saying, oh, I'll finish this one for you, or I'll finish that one for you, you know? So, or I'll work in the ends of this blanket for you, you know, that kind of, because it doesn't bother me. Because as long as I'm feeling yarn, I'm working with my favorite thing. So
There's really a company out there that finishes your whips?
yes, I saw on Oprah years ago. I mean, I watched Oprah in years. And she says that there would be a company that does this. Means how many people there are that does not finish their whips. This is knitting, sewing, crocheting, whatever. You send it to them. If you have the pattern, you send it. If you don't, they'll figure it out. They give it to whoever, they hand it out to whoever, and then they finish it and they'll send it back to you. So, yes.
I am amazed. I've never heard of this. That would be awesome.
But listen, this was years ago, so they might either now be thriving or out of business. It depends. After COVID, everybody got into their whips. So,
I can't imagine finishing somebody else's whips, but yeah, if you that would be fun.
I love it. I would love it. That's something I would love. I'd love to sign up for that. If there was something like that.
If they're out of business, you should start it back up.
I tell you, I couldn't believe she was surprised and said she can't believe that there's a business that does this. Now that means that's the demand.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, absolutely. I mean, I could throw some their way for sure. But I do enjoy finishing them. I love the feeling of the accomplishment I do get with finishing them. It's just maybe I get stuck in the middle of it, and that's where I kind of go off a little bit. I want to also mention I'm trying to keep an eye on the time because, like I said, we're trying not to run over Linda's. I wanted to mention there's one other thing that's down in the show notes because one of the things I wanted to do for Knitmas, I wanted to talk about Advent. I want to talk about projects. I want to talk about whips. I want to talk about, but I also wanted to kind of highlight a pattern for the day. This is my pattern of the day. It's kind of a website. I'm not going to share my screen. You guys can go access it below. This is called Snowcatcher, and it's snowcatcher.net. She has the most beautiful crocheted snowflakes I've ever seen, and every one of her patterns are free. They're all on her website. She must have 100 or more different snowflakes because she's been doing all of these for years. I mean, I think she's been, I don't know, maybe 10 years she's been doing snowflakes, and she puts a new pattern out on Mondays. And snowflakes, but no two are the same. And so she does a different one, and they're just gorgeous. So her website's down in the show notes. You can go access it. And then again, all of these snowflakes are free. And I really love the idea of making snowflakes at this time of year. I mean, I know where you are, it's not really that cold, but
we're ending into summer as well as it's not cold. It's hot, but when it's cold, it's not as cold as it's by you. See, we must see that in perspective, because your cold is not my cold. You'll be hot in my summer, in my winter maybe, whereas I'll be not as hot in your summer.
Exactly.
Here it's hot. Yeah.
So, but they are just beautiful. And I was just thinking you could easily make different ones and string them together, make like a bunting pattern or whatever you want to make. You can make a wall hanging.
I want to do that. It's on my list to do that. I've never done that. I want to do that.
Me too. I saw a really pretty picture of somebody had taken like some snowflakes and then taken like a branch out from their backyard off of a tree and then strung them on the branch and put like some little red berries on the top, kind of like in this background we got behind us, and just jazzed it up a little bit, and it's beautiful. It was just beautiful. So you can easily take just simple patterns like that and put them together and make something beautiful for your home or for Christmas and stuff like that. So I want to also just open up the floor here. I know we've been talking a lot about me and my things. What do you think is going to be happening for you for the end of the year and for next year for your channel?
I definitely want to create, design more patterns and sell that. And well, I'll continue my live streams on Mondays and Fridays. And then we do have a collaboration. Every last Saturday of the month, we have the challengers, where if someone is planning, if you're planning a year-long thing, or the challengers is like this. You challenge yourself to learn something new or to do something you haven't done before. And we're saying, if you do that, don't do it alone. Come and do it with us. Because sometimes being how do you say, held accountable, but in an informal way, because you know you're going to meet up with a group of people who also challenge themselves, then it sort of helps you, nudges you to sort of make some progress, like that project that needs 4 rows of yours. So you can do half a row, show us that half a row by the end of the month. The next month, a quarter of a row. You know, by the end of the year, you'll say, hey, I finished this thing at last. It's been lying in the cupboard here. It's done. So that's what it's about.
And it's not just a specific, I can't even say that word, specific project. It's any project people might have.
Knit, crochet, anything yarn.
Okay.
Just, yes. So it's just many of us crochet and knit. So I want to maybe get back into knitting a little bit, which is why I joined your Simpson TurnPike knit along. And I'm glad I did. I challenged myself. Now that I put on the challengers. On the challengers I showed, I'm going to challenge myself to do this. I got stuck on row 21, I think, but I didn't give up. Then there I was, and I finished it. So
and it's beautiful.
So,
it's
yes,
beautiful.
So you can be really you can do something and then know you're not alone, and you can ask questions in that community. So in the whole crochet community, ask questions.
And it's you, and you're with Brenda,
the newbie crocheter, and
Linda.
Thank you. My peanut gallery is helping out here. Steals the show, crochet, and chef Veronica.
Okay.
She sits and listens, and then if she knows she just whispers the word.
Oh, that's awesome.
You need a Jessica. I told you.
You need a Jessica. I need to borrow
You do
a
Linda and you have a Jessica. There's a difference.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for letting us know about that. I'm going to definitely, the last month of, I need to dismiss this.
Listen, Jessica's eyeballs nearly popped out now because she thought that's my alarm. So it's like, and I'm like, it's not me. It's her.
It's a me. It's a me. This is a reminder, but we got 20 minutes before Linda's show starts.
Okay, I'll shut up so you can just.
No. I wanted you to have time to share stuff with you about you and for being here and everything. And okay, so now this is to the point where I mentioned this in one of my my video I did yesterday, where I had the giveaway for November, that we're going to have a giveaway every day, and I have prizes. And what we're going to do is we're going to spin a wheel, and we're going to see where it lands, and that will be the prize that will be given away today. And then we're going to use Nightbot to help us pick a winner of the people that are still here and that want to participate. I do want to show you the prize, because some are knit, some are crochet. There's both. And not everybody may want this. Not everybody may want this. I tried to pick things I thought were awesome, but maybe I didn't do a good job. We'll just see. Let me share the screen.
Sure.
I'm also going to have to do one quick little tricky thing, because I did test this. And I also had a members video where when I spun the wheel, you couldn't hear the music. So I'm going to have to unplug my headset so that you can hear the music on my computer when the wheel spins. And then I'll have to plug back in. So there might be not a minute, but a few seconds where I don't have something to say. So let's just do it. I'll quit talking. I know, I'm so blah, blah, blah. Share everything. Let's see. All right, there's my screen, and we're going to do, this is the wheel. These are all the prizes. There's 26 prizes. Let me unplug. Okay, I was muted for a second. These are all the prizes that we have. There's 26 of them, and we're going to spin the wheel, and we're going to see what the prize will be for today. Okay, are we ready? I don't know if you can still hear me. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Thank you. Sorry.
Okay, no. Okay, let's go ahead and let's spin the wheel, and I'm going to. I need to unmute that. Let's go. Now this has a little bit of a creep to the wheel.
Ooh.
See where it ends up and lands. Come on, stop. Stop. There we go. I think it's going to stop there. All right. Okay. So now we know. I will come back to that. Give me 1 second to put my headphone back on. Because it sounds better with that. And let's stop sharing that. All right. Can you hear me still?
Yes.
Okay, good deal. All right, it worked. All right, this is the prize that was picked. It's Interweave Crochet Magazines. There's 2 of them. This is the first one. This is the current one. This is a fall 2021. This is fall for shawls.
Ooh.
Yeah, tons
of. Wow.
Projects in here. There's a lot of really great projects in here. Uh-oh, my phone's going off again. I thought I dismissed it.
Don't worry about it. We don't worry about it. We know it's a fun alarm. It's just, there you go.
There's some beautiful shawls in here.
That's pretty.
Just it's chock full of stuff.
Everybody loves it.
And then I also have this one. This one is the crochet.
The wheel is a great idea.
Crochet Fall 2019.
Oh,
so there's
I love it.
Yeah, so you get 2 magazines, and there's all kinds of there's sweaters in here, and oh, look how cute this is. Oh,
that's so beautiful.
So these are crochet.
Oh,
this is the prize for today. And what we'll do is we'll do the number game. Let me make sure Nightbot's working first before I. Okay, it looks like it's working, which is a good thing. We'll do the random number. Let's see, how many people do we have here?
69 on my screen. I hope my screen's right. Everybody loves it. Pretty giveaway. The wheel is a nice idea, they say.
Oh, good
nice.
Deal.
Love to have giveaways and crafting magazines. Woo! Everybody's having fun.
There's not just magazines either. That's what I'm going to be explaining a little bit more tomorrow. I'll have a little bit more time. I think to do that, I'll be by myself tomorrow. So I'm going to go through some of the prizes.
Gina, that helps. Less interruptions.
No. This is about, I've also wanted friends to come up. It just didn't work out with anybody's schedule tomorrow. So I'll just share a lot of the prizes, but I'm happy.
There's a reason. There's a reason. It's going to be good if it's you. You've got your whole schedule to go through, and you've got a lot of things to. You're so generous. You're giving away a lot of stuff, and it's great.
Oh, I enjoy that. I'm a giver. I love that. So let's. All right, since we got 66, let's do 1 to 70. We'll do the numbers 1 to 70, and what's going to happen is you will see Nightbot will make a comment. And after Nightbot makes a comment, that's when you start putting the numbers in, and it's going to look for the number that it picks. It's going to pick the number, and when the person who puts the number in that it has picked, from 1 to 70, that person will come up as a winner. So if you guys are ready, let me go ahead and roll this and let's get this going. And this person who wins this is going to win both of these magazines. So let's do it. All right, we should see a comment come up here in just a second. It's a little
so nobody has to do anything. They just wait for you, for Knitbot to pick something.
Right. They got to put the numbers in. Okay, the giveaway started. Right there it is. So you got to put, yes, put only one guess, please, for now. And now if nobody guesses it, we might open them. Yes, please. Thank you, Katrina, for asking that.
There you go.
Again, 1 to 70 is the number. And I can see what the number is. I think I just saw somebody. Yep, somebody's already guessed it. Katie Bear, 1966. The number was 55. So I saw her.
Congratulations, Katie. Is it Katie the winner?
Yes. Katie's the winner. Katia, congratulations. I appreciate that. And I'm glad that you won. So excited. Email me. My email's in the description box below. I think everybody probably already knows it by heart by now. But email me and I'll get these.
You'll be surprised. You'll be surprised.
So that giveaway didn't take as long as I thought it would, which is good. I'm glad that Knitbot worked. I do always have a backup because I always think that it won't. Like I have some numbers over here in a stash
Plan B.
What's that? And let's see, everybody. Let's see. I kind of I've got some Peggy Sue is here. Good morning. It's been cold and snowy in Maine. She needs something a bit warm in Maine, even in the summer. I bet. Maine is beautiful. I would love to go there. And I love the colder weather. My husband likes hotter weather, so that's why we're here. Hannah's saying in Vienna, there's a knitting group that makes a challenge in autumn, finished projects, post before and after, normally ends of October and mid-November, so people have time for Christmas projects. That's a good idea. I think that's why Linda and I wanted to wrap up the knit along in November, because we know everybody's got stuff in December.
Everybody's got a lot to do. Yes. Hey. So,
exactly.
But you gave us enough time. That was great because you gave us enough time.
I'm really excited. It's been a really good year. I mean, we did a crochet along here in the summer, and then we did the knit along. So that was a really good thing for this year. And then Joyce is here. She's working and lurking. Hi, Joyce. Carrie, thank you, my sweet friend. You are so sweet. You always do this. Thank you. I appreciate that so very much. Let's do some happy dancings. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that so much. Let's see. Oh, Niecy's here. Good morning, Niecy. It's welcome. Welcome. It's good to have you here. I can't talk anymore.
No, just go slower. I do that. If I actually run out of English because it's not my mother tongue. So then I just stop and just start talking slowly, and then there we go again.
Well, I don't have a reason. I'm English, so I just get, my brain's not connecting to my mouth correctly. We have Corinne is here, and we have Susie Q in CT. Your daughter's in college and always makes a mess. And Rosemary's here. Hi, Rosemary.
She lives about 5 minutes from me, 4.5 kilometers.
Aww.
Her husband and I were colleagues when I was 19, 20, 21.
Really?
Amazing. Yes.
That is amazing.
We're still in contact.
I think I met Rosemary through you. That's how I met her. So thank you for that. She's lovely.
She's fantastic.
Exactly. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Let me pay attention to what's going on here. Let's see. Joyce. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate that.
Woo!
Wow. Thank you.
Galore.
Let's do it this. All right. I didn't have a tambourine. That's why I did that. So, but
no, do it. We do it all. We throw it all in. May it come back hundredfold.
Oh, let's see. We have Wendy here. Good morning, Wendy, and Mary. And let's see. Let me just kind of, Ruthie is here. Just say hello to everybody. I want to make sure I say hello. I'm just so happy you all join me. And Tammy's here from Canada.
63 people in the house.
Wow, that just blows my mind. Connie's
76
here.
thumbs up. Oh, girl.
Thank you so much, everybody. Sydney's here. Good morning, Sydney. It's nice to have you here. And thank you guys. And Kathy, you guys just made my day by showing up. I wasn't sure, but I really do appreciate it. And you guys sharing your time with me, because I know the time is so precious, right? Especially here in December, before Christmas and stuff. So thank you. And I do hope I can make these fun. Like I said, they're all going to be a little bit different.
But you do. Don't even hope you do. You do. Sometimes just hanging out with someone is already fun. For me, when I catch one of your lives, that's already fun. See you there, whatever. Without a prize, without a giveaway, without anything. Just you chatting to us. So that's already the prize. Now there's the bonuses. I mean, we don't even expect those. So.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you very much.
And I'm not the only one. I'm sure I speak for most 99% of the people in the chat. And the other one is just still thinking about it, but they also feel like that.
Aw, thank you. I appreciate that. It's Lynn is here. Good morning, Lynn. It's nice to have you here as well. And Lynn is in Canada. And Tracy.
Hello, Tracy.
Yeah, hi. It's, oh my goodness, all these people. It's so good to see everybody. It really is. And is there anything else that you'd like to chit chat about? That way, as we wrap it up here, and we got about 6 minutes before Linda's show starts. I'm going to grab her link and put it in the bottom of this.
I can drop it for you in the link if you want. If in the chat, if you want.
Yeah,
do you want to
pin
it then? If you want to, you can pin it then. So this is what do we call it? A what raid? What a raid? A Knitting TurnPike raid.
Oh, no. We'll just do TurnPike. That'll be TurnPike raid.
TurnPike. Okay, well, now, there we go. Let me just back up. Backspace. If it lets me, let me just wait for it. Okay. TurnPike Stampede over at Linda Simpson.
Yeah. Wait. And while you're doing that, I'm going to say hi to Kat. Hi, Priscilla. Hi, VJ. Welcome in. It's so nice to have you all here. And again, what we're doing now is we're going to give you the link for Linda Simpson's show. Her show starts right after this. Good morning, Angela. It's nice to have you here.
I hope that's right. I hope that's right. Yes, I think it's right. It's right. It's right. I thought, I've got my Count My Blessings shawl for December. I've put a little sale on. It's so beginner friendly, it's only a few chains, and it's single crochet and double crochet. If you can do those 3 stitches, you can make this lace crochet shawl on Ravelry. So I can drop the link in the chat if you want me to. Let me just copy it and
put that in the chat. And I just pinned your message for Linda's at the top of this to go to
Thanks.
Linda's
so that's the Knitting TurnPike Stampede over at Linda's.
Aw. I don't think I've ever had a stampede. This would be my first stampede, so that'd be great.
Linda does stampedes.
While you're doing that, I'm going to make sure I say hello to everybody. And just, again, thank you. Karen is here. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for coming, Karen. It's nice to see you. And Rebecca, I didn't want to skip over you either. And Mary, I'm not sure if I said hello to Mary. It is so nice to see you as well. So many beautiful friends, all my friends here. Thank you. And again, also in the Nightbot, you can see everybody scrolling. These are all my beautiful friends. Check out their channels if you don't already have them. They have amazing projects, and they're just part of this community. So make sure you don't just skip over the Nightbot. Check it out. They're, if you're looking for people to watch and connect with about crochet, knitting, yarn, these are the people. These are the ones. So check them out and join their channel, please.
Yeah.
Let's see. Everybody's just still, I think we're
Do you have any links in your description box of your
absolutely.
link? Okay, so anybody who misses that can always just afterwards park in your at your description box and just
Mhm.
connect to people. Say you met them at Knitting TurnPike and hello, and I'm sure they'll return the love and support.
Absolutely. All of the members I have are in my description box. All of the patterns we talked about, the Advent patterns in the description box, the pattern I showed in the description box. Ursula's in the description box, even though you see her right there. It's I tried to catch it. If I miss something now, I make many mistakes. If I miss something, please write a comment below and I'll correct it. Yes.
Charlene Crochet Corner is asking, is this every day or every other day? I think you said for 12 days in a row.
It's every other day. It's not going to be, my next one will be
Tomorrow.
December the 3rd. The 3rd. There'll be
so
a
it's
day.
every second day.
Yes. Every second
December
day.
3rd. Okay, there we go. And you've got notifications out?
Yes, I've got every one of these are
Yes, so people can just
created.
go and click on the notifications. Great stuff. That's organized. See, you're organized, man. 11 whips or not, you're organized. You've got to be if you've got 11 whips.
It's perspective, right? Well, I didn't know I had 11, like I said, until I really counted. I was like, like I said, I was really trying to figure out, should I just, there's so many things I want to do. Like Stephen West has a new project coming out after Christmas. There's a lot of things going on right now, all these advents, but I was like, I'm going to do one. And then I'm going to get these whips done because it'll be good to wrap these up and finish them. And like I said, the one that I've had for 5 years, that'll be good to finish that one as well. I'm embarrassed to say it, but
yes.
It is.
What is it, by the way? The one for 4 that needs the 4 rows. What is it?
It is a blanket. It is called the Sophie's Universe blanket. It is a.
Yes, I know. Listen, that's difficult and that's a lot. So maybe you should make it the 2022 with the challengers. And you just do a little bit. If you do 1 day in the week, that's 4 days a month. So at the end of the month, you can show us your 4 days progress.
I think maybe that's like what I'll do. Yeah, I will show where I'm at. But I think where I got sidetracked was that blanket. Have you ever seen it where they add the granny squares on both sides? It's got the option where you can just do the big squares with all the different clues. It came out as a crochet along. I remember doing that and getting clues every week. But then when it got to the granny squares, I'm like, do I want to add them? Do I not want to add them? And I think what I'll do is I'll add them and do it as part of your challenge and finish it up. But that will make it longer. I can't do the 4 rows. That's a lot longer. I think I'll have to do like maybe 12 granny squares to put on the side.
But you decide what you want to do. That's the point. You decide. Okay, that's going to be end of 2022. God willing, it's going to be finished because every last Saturday of the month, I'm going to be on the challengers and show them I've done half a square or whatever. And don't feel bad. Whether you've only progressed, remember, progress, not perfection. Whether you've finished half a granny square or a full granny square or whatever you finished that's made progress, you're further than you were. No condemnation. Otherwise, we repeat the cycle.
Absolutely. Let's say good morning to Debbie. I think it's 11 o'clock, so we probably need to let everybody head on over to Linda's. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Ursula, for joining me. I really do appreciate it. Just want to say, as a special little thank you, there is something that will be coming to your email as a little Christmas thank you from me to you and from being here. So thank you. And I appreciate you being my first friend of Nitmus. And please go check out Ursula's channel. She has amazing stuff, and I appreciate the time.
I have set on the first one, so I've set the standard days. They better.
You have. Absolutely.
Sorry, I had to say that. I love just right? Okay. I'll get out of here so that you can say goodbye to your people and then join us. And there you go, eh? So.
Thank you very much.
Bye,
and everybody,
and thank you for having me.
Oh, thank you.
I'm so glad you had me. Thank you. Bye to all in the chat. See you over at Linda's.
We'll see you. All right, everybody. Again, I don't want to keep you longer. I've kept you here for an hour and a half. Thank you for spending time with me. I hope you all have enjoyed this. Email me if you have any questions, comments that I didn't address. Happy to answer any. I just kind of ran out of time. But and I don't want to step on Linda's toes as well. So y'all have a wonderful day. Again, I'll be live on the 3rd. The 3rd, I'll be by myself. But after that, I have a beautiful arrangement of friends that will be joining me every day. And this will go through the 23rd. So it'll be on the 3rd, the 5th, the 7th, the 9th. So on the odd days. And the times change a little bit, like especially on Sundays. So keep your eyes open for that. And I hope you can join me. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Have a blessed day. Thank you again for joining me. And I hope to see you all very, very soon. Okay? Take care.